If you are like me and love the sparkle of foil on your cards, especially the foils with amazing movement, you're going to love the newest foils just released by Deco Foil and Brutus Monroe. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik, and here is just one of the newest foils that were just released by Deco Foil and Brutus Monroe. Just look at the movement in that foil. It's called Disco, and I played with a lot of the new foils and also the toner card fronts that were just released by Deco Foil. So there are 4 pieces of each design. There's 2 different designs in each package, and this one has love all over it, and then this one has the hearts on a string, and this is the first card I made. So because there are so many different ways to use this, all the cards that I'm showing have layers and layers of love and sparkle. So this is the front. This one is a double heart easel card, and first I used that sparkly silver here, and then I did a 2nd generation and a 3rd generation here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So it's a double heart easel, and this one features the new gold star foil from Brutus Monroe and Deco Foil. So just look at all those stars in there and all that movement. I love the foils that have a pattern or something happening besides just the plain foil, although those are beautiful too. So this one is a telescoping card with many different generations of foiling. So it opens up like this. You even could hang it if you wanted to, but I just have 3 layers there. Again, the first layer with these the stars and the hearts, and then I also, this is the 2nd generation, and then I also did it in red. Now this red is also from Brutus Monroe. It's called Red Static. So I'm going to show you how I did those. Of course, all the cards that you see that I share will be on my blog, and links to the blog post and products featured are in the description box. So let's try one of these. I have my Minc ready to go. I have the Heidi swap Minc. Now you can do all these techniques with an inexpensive laminator, but I find the Minc heats up way faster and maintains its heat more evenly. I hear Gina K Designs Fuse Machine is great for that as well. I've not tried it, but it will also work. So we're going to take that piece of silver sparkle, and I have one of the hearts toner sheets, and all you do is lay the foil over the toner sheet. The toner is just going to grab the foil, and we are going to run it through. While I'm doing that, I'll show you a couple more new colors that Deco Foil has just come out with. This is the Blue Indigo Dreams, it's called, and this one here is called Berry Crush. And I did use those, and I will be using them again. Deco Foil also came out with new toner sentiments, and you get many sentiments. There's 4 different designs. So after you run it through, you simply remove the foil, and you have a beautiful foiled background with those hearts that have pretty sparkly movement there. But now I have this sheet here, and I certainly didn't want to throw away all that gorgeous foil. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of black toner sheets from Deco Foil. This is 100% solid toner there. And I am going to take a piece of that, and then I'm going to put this foil on top of that and run it through again. And all that silver foil is going to transfer to that toner sheet, and I'm going to have a second generation. So in the meantime, I was showing you they have new toner sentiments, and I use those on most of the cards that I've made, and I use many of the new foils. So I have all these sentiments ready to go. This one is in a really cool new pattern from Brutus Monroe called Circus. So it's got all those circles in different colors. A real fun new idea. This is the gold and the pretty pink and the pink sparkly. So I have many, many sentiments ready to go for some more cards. So now this is the second generation. So I simply remove this, and I have no wasted foil, and all that foil transferred to that black toner sheet. I have some edges here that I would be cutting off. That's not a problem. But now my hearts are black, and I'm not sure I want black hearts. Could, I suppose. But I think I'm going to take a piece of that indigo blue, and I'm going to run it through again. So this is the third generation. Because those hearts were still black toner, they're going to grab this blue foil. Let me show you in the meantime another really pretty foil that Brutus Monroe and Deco Foil just came out with. It's called Pewter Lane. So sometimes you want one that's a little more masculine looking, and this is kind of a silver, but it's got some movement in there, some different colors. And I made this card with that. This background was that toner card front that I showed you there with all the different loves. And then after I cut out and did a lot of foiling, I had these little strips left that I didn't need, and so I chose 3 different colors and did the second generation in, or it would be third actually, because the second one would be on the black, and then the third one I grabbed this blue, this gold, and this pink. Isn't that fun? All that sparkle, and the pattern continues from the background into that piece that's on top. So here we have the third generation. So my sparkly silver background, and now my hearts are blue. So they also came out with this really, really pretty transfer foil that is called Candy Heart. So again, it has all these little hearts and all this movement and all this sparkle. And then this one, the toner card fronts are called heartstrings, and it has bows and flowers and hearts. So let's give that one a try. I have this one ready to go, and again, all you do is you take a piece of foil and you put it on top and you run it through. I don't know how this could be any simpler, and yet you come out with gorgeous backgrounds and pieces that you can make cards with, and all that foil sparkles and moves. And it only takes a second, of course, to run it through, well, a couple seconds, to run it through. When I'm doing the foiled toner sheets, I set mine on 4. I seem to get better coverage that way. 3 would probably work, but once in a while I don't get it to completely foil on 3. So all you do is you remove that, and now we have a beautiful foiled background with hearts movement there. But once again, I have this piece here, and it has beautiful hearts foiled all over, and I don't want to waste it. But I don't think I want the hearts and the flowers to be black. And I'm not sure I want to do a 3rd generation. So there is another option. There are white, make sure I have the right side here, white toner sheets available, and I'm also Gina K has also come out with her poly glaze foiling sheets, and these are the plain white ones. Therm O Web, who does Deco Foil, has these on their website, so I'm going to use this. But there are other companies that also have white toner sheets. So if you want to do a 2nd generation and you don't want it to be black, that is another option. So once again, we're just going to run this through. And this time, instead of having black hearts and flowers on the 2nd generation, we're going to have white. And I did a card like that. And again, there's just so many layers here. I wanted to find a fun fold that I could show all that. So this one is a trifold. Can't pick that up. That it's a peekaboo. I think it's called a peekaboo trifold. And you open it up, and there's the 1st generation, and then there's the 2nd generation. And I used Happy Birthday from one of those toner card fronts, and then you open it up like this. And I decided not to waste these. This covered up the brad, and this was just a fun triangle to put on that corner. So a trifold with lots of layers. And I will show you that once we remove this, again, no wasted foil whatsoever. And we have a sheet that I can make another card with, and instead of black hearts and flowers, I have white, and yet we have all that sparkly heart motion going on, and that's what I made this card with. So again, the 1st generation and the 2nd generation in layers and layers of love. So let's make a card with some of the pretty foiled pieces I've created. I liked the telescoping idea, like this card, because it shows off 3 different layers of different foiled prettiness. So, and it can be folded up easily and mailed. And I'm going to use the Spellbinders mirrored arch labels to make this one for a unique shaped telescoping card. So the first layer is going to be this one, and that one, you remember, was actually the 3rd generation, where I had created this layer. I'm sorry. Anyway, I created the this layer with the hearts and the silver, and then I ran it through again with a toner sheet, and then a 3rd time with the blue. So our first layer is going to be this one, and this is going to be the 3rd layer. And then I also had these pieces sitting here that I didn't want to waste. The toner sheets that you get are a little bit bigger than the toner card fronts, so there's always a piece about, what, 2 inches or so left. So I took 3 of those, and I created a piece that had those 3 colors, and I cut it out with this middle-sized mirrored arch. So you can see it has the silver movement, and then it has the blue, and then it has the silver again. And I cut this piece out of that. So again, the change of colors, and the message is going to be love. So when you're making a telescoping card, you're going to lay them like this. And this one will fold down and this one up, and it's going to go together to create the telescoping card. So let's start at the top. When I have it down here, I do want it to be folded somewhat in the center, I think. Although it doesn't have to be. Let's see. If I put it there and I turn it, I guess that would be okay. So we're going to line this up and where we like it, and we're going to poke a hole through both layers. Make sure it's centered. And then I'm going to put a brad through. I have these pretty blue and silver ones, so they seem to be perfect. And so this goes on like that, and then it will turn. I guess I didn't center it real well, but it will turn to go into the card. And then this is the third layer. Let's see if we can do a better job on that one, getting it centered. I think I'll poke it this way. So we want it in the center. And another pretty brad. And then this one opens like that. So we have 3 layers. A foiled beauty. I think this could be used for a anniversary card or a wedding card. It folds up like that and like that. And you mail it, and then the person opens it, and they have the different generations of foiled beauty. Here's another one that I made. This was with that fun Brutus Monroe circle dots foil, and again 3 generations. So this one opens up like that, and it's a friendship Valentine with 1 generation, and then the pretty blue, and then the white toner sheet, and then it folds up like that. I hope my cards encourage you to give some of the ideas and products a try and send some love out into our world.